These Filipinas use money for white old grandpas for money or citizenship. You guys, before you criticize Filipinos or Filipinas, be sure you know how to use the correct term of calling Filipino or Filipina or Philippines. Filipinas is not a word. But if you're talking about Philippines or the Philippines, that is our country. If you're talking about Filipina or Pinay, then you are addressing the Philippine women. Filipino or Pinoy is addressing the Philippine men. And in regard to your comment about Filipinas marrying old grandpa for money and citizenship, it's kind of cliche, don't you think? And if an old white grandpa wants to marry a Filipina, then that is obviously his choice. Maybe he's thinking for his future retirement too, because he knows that Filipinas are so good at taking care of grandpas. And if the Filipina is okay to marry a grandpa for the sake of money and citizenship, and in return is to take good care of him, then why not? And if you guys are getting old, you don't have to be white. You can be black, brown, yellow, whatever you are. You can marry a Filipina anytime you want. I can guarantee you that when you marry a Filipina, you will never go to the care home. Your Filipina wife and her family will take good care of you. So what are you waiting for? Marry a Filipina now and give them money and citizenship in return to take good care of you. Okay, so now you know. If Filipina needs to choose rice or husband, she will choose rice. And you are absolutely correct. So there's a saying, you can take the Filipina out from her country, but you could never take her rice away from her. And maybe some Filipinas found their way not to eat rice anymore, but for most Filipina I know, rice is life, my dear. And as for me, if my partner will tell me, you will never eat rice ever again, and I'm gonna be like, okay, goodbye. You see, my friend, I would rather give up on you rather than I will give up my rice, because rice is life. Okay, so now you know. What happens if your husband had an accident or ill and can't work? Would Filipinas leave him for someone else? Well, in my own opinion and in my own observation and experience, the answer is yes and no. I guess it really depends on the situation and how he got ill. And as far as from my own experience, I had seen Filipinas that left their husband the moment that their husband got sick. But then again, it really depends on the situation though, because we cannot always judge or criticize why she left him, because we don't know the true story. And often we quickly criticize and judge even though we don't know the full story. But in reality, Filipina will take good care of their husband when they get sick or if they get into an accident. But why would we wish for that to happen? It's better to remain positive and be optimistic in life. And for me, if my husband or partner will get into an accident or get ill, would I leave him? The answer is obviously not. I would be happy to take good care of my husband, the love of my life, my soulmate, my best friend, and my forever. Because for me, I chose to be with him, and my love for him is forever until I don't love him anymore. But it depends on the situation as well, because if somehow he gets sick and he is so mean to me, he's so abusive, or he's just really bad, he just have a really bad attitude towards me, then I'm gonna say bye-bye. Because you have to realize, my friend, we Filipinas, we do not tolerate bad attitude. If you have a bad attitude or if you are disrespectful towards us, you're basically telling us to run away from you, because what is the point of staying with someone if that someone don't even appreciate us? And that is why when you marry a Filipina, it's a must to treat her with respect, love, and care. Because when you do that, at the end of the day, we will stick around forever and ever until the end of our life. Our love for you will be overflowing with happiness and joy and harmony, and we don't care if you get sick or ill. As long as you are there by my side, we will love you forever and ever. Amen. Okay? So now you know. Dear ma'am, don't lie to yourself. Tell the truth why there's a lot of single moms. Do you really want me to tell you the truth? Because I'll tell you the truth. Are you ready? So, the reason why there's a lot of single moms in the Philippines is because a lot of irresponsible Filipinos in the Philippines are flooding. Filipinas do not like irresponsible men. Filipinas want to be with a hard-working man. Okay, so now you know the truth. Every woman wants money regardless of the race, and every man wants vajayjay regardless of the race. But the best vajayjay out there is Filipina, because Filipina Vajj is so flavorful. And so, what are you waiting for? Be with a flavorful Vajj now. How do you know you're not a single mom? You're just full of hype. How would you know if I'm a single mom? Well, you're never gonna know. You will never gonna know, because there's nothing to know, and there's nothing to tell you. Now you know.